This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. The title of this rant is America is for Sale to all bidders. I'll limit this one to domestic bidders. But, this is the wholesale destruction of the American dream. Because for the last 100 years, and especially in the last 10 or 15 years, laws created by Congress have allowed the excessive wealth to exist at the top that is now trying to crush the American dream. So at the top of that, obviously, is rich white men and rich white Christian men. And basically all they want to do is to destroy democracy and want all of the power at the top. And the biggest thing they want is the decrease in taxes. Maybe to get rid of all taxes at some point, but to get a decrease in taxes and to, let's just say, have carte blanche to be able to pollute as much as they want in terms of the air, the soil, and the water. They don't care. They want profit, profit, profit. Of course, the religious ones, they also want to control women's bodies. So the other ones do too, because guess what? Hey, you get women at the top, you might not be able to run things the way you'd like to run them, because they obviously would have different points of view, much more humane points of view. They also want to get rid of child labor laws all over the United States. Why do they want to do this? Of course, they want to keep a certain segment of the population in perpetual poor, to be perpetually poor, let's just say. They want to squash any type of upward mobility by people of color. That's why we have all this crazy stuff, about critical race theory, about woke, about all this stuff in colleges and universities and what we're teaching our children, right? All of that is a diversion from what they want to do to keep people down all the time. And let's just remember, all of the people that are doing their bidding for them, all of these sycophants, and yes, there's plenty of people of color that are in that, is basically they were doing the bidding for money. Now, I want to bring up something that just relates to today, is that in 1852, when Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, she had a nice little passage in there about how the hierarchy was in the slave system, is that you had the master, and then the master had a couple people at the top of the slaves who basically did the master's bidding. Now, these slaves, they had to be ruthless, because if they weren't ruthless, they were more ruthless than the actual master, so to speak, because if they weren't ruthless, then they would get replaced by someone else. So they were the worst of the worst. And that's the way these people are, who are the sycophants for the these rich white people, is they have to be ruthless or then they will get replaced. And they're doing it all for money. They also probably feel that way. Now, again, this is terrible. This has been going on for a long time. There's not a whole lot we can do about it except for one thing, and that is to vote. And to vote a straight Democratic ticket down the line, because basically the future of 99% of the people is based on how we vote. And we need to vote straight ticket Democrat.